The debate on public servants' salaries was stirred up when the Inter-Party Corporation presidential flag bearer, Dr. Kizza Besigye, promised to double primary teachers' pay to 400,000 shillings a month when elected. Dr. Besigye is not alone. Other presidential contenders have each made their own pledges of better remuneration for teachers and health workers as a key step to improving service delivery. The question that remains, however, is if Uganda can afford to increase salaries of health workers, teachers and the police, for instance.
That our medical doctor who has been in Mulago for all these 6 years should earn 540,000 shillings. That's because Uganda doesn't have money. Is this the explanation? This cannot be the explanation. I have been a part of these calculations. I can reveal with the data that this money can be found. The only thing you can do is to rearranging the cutting of this cake. How this cake is being cut. The money can be available even without borrowing.
Currently, poor pay is a key demotivating factor among civil servants. And as Professor Nwagawa notes, Uganda's civil servants are the lowest paid in the region. For instance, they point to the high cost of public administration and say the country could use some downsizing.
You have a parliament of 400 people. I think it's going to be 400 just next year. Has been 334 people. How much money are they earning? 14.5 million per month. And you get 60 million when you become a member of parliament. That means, at that rate, that this medical doctor who earns 500,000 will work for 10 years to buy the same car which this member of parliament has been given on day one. Is anybody asking the question why everybody is cheating that level to go to parliament? Why are you asking that? It is very clear you will earn 14.5 million and you get my 60 million a day.
The NRM, however, maintains that promises by the opposition to increase public service remuneration is just mere politicking.
They say we shall give teachers 500,000 salary, but they do not know. If you give 400,000 for the teachers, 500,000 for the teachers, what will you do for the other sector workers?
And I think that any presidential candidate who is addressing the plight of policemen, who is addressing the plight of teachers, who is addressing the plight of the health workers, is that kind of presidential candidate that people should be looking for.
Still, Uganda's labour policies are generally inconsistent. Experts point to the discrepancies in public servants' pay, which need to be urgently looked into.
A medical doctor from Makerere who has studied for 5 years and gone for internship for another 1 year, making 6, earns 540, which is half of the money earned by receptionists in also National Drugs Authority. They are both government agencies. What kind of salary structure is that? And you are now asking why people are not working, why the doctors are not in the health units when we find we are going there. Why should you be surprised that such a doctor is not there?
Professor Nwagawa's recommendation to the Ministry of Public Service is the establishment of a salaries commission to ensure that all people are paid equitably. Also glaringly lacking from the presidential manifestos is the issue of the minimum wage.
I've also read manifesto of most of these political parties. None of them addresses the core issue of minimum wage. Though they talk about it, but I know none of them will deliver. It is onus on us, the workers, to stand up and demand for it. And that's what we are doing.
But this idea of finding that a parliament sets its own salary, how can you have an arrangement? How have you seen such a kind of an arrangement where the member of parliament pays his own salary? I will put the salary 100 million per month. And actually that's what they want to do.
Regardless of who takes over power after February 18th next year, the general agreement is that there should be a minimum wage for every profession, as well as systems to ensure that people are paid equitably. Anna Tkunda, NTV.